What can we grow into? What can we be if we're not living for something? What should we be living for or to be? And as far as Dallas content creators, as far as our social arm of this marketing venture, it's fellowship and nothing but fellowship. We've had some tremendous changes from many angles, both being in demand elsewhere and just being in favor of more productivity. Um, we just finished our last meeting for 2025. It was actually pretty fun, pretty informative. It was in and out. And we're looking forward to December doing what we do every year. And that's just celebrating our organization's being, celebrating being in success for a little bit of time now. We've got a decade under our belt. Um, and we can make arguments for that being even longer. But as far as being constituted the way that we are, um, I'm a huge fan. I am a huge proponent. I am a witness. I am a customer as well as a producer in all of this. And being able to assist in all of the diverse communities that we are operable in is really a feat. I take a lot of pride in that. I look forward to being able to visit um, and be right at home. That it feels good. I really want to make more content, kind of showing that without getting a big head, but they are one of the same. My life is such a blessing from being able to mingle uh, in more than one region. That's the key to success. That's the key to improvement. That's the key to assimilation. That's the key to growth. And it's probably the key to consistency as well. But really being in that ultimate alignment is essential. Having everything cohesively united is essential. And when that element is missing, things can be chaotic. I've learned, I've seen the difference. I've been in the system that's winning and consistent. I've been a part of the system that's struggling. And right now, I want to lean forward in the successful system. It's not because it worked today, and it's not that it worked yesterday. It's the hope that it works tomorrow that really underlies a successful business. I think that that is first and foremost when you're evaluating your business or your position. If you don't see improvement, if you don't see light at the end of the tunnel, you need to refigure something, you need to redress something, you need to rewind because the result may be in jeopardy. That's just foreshadowing some negativity. Having something that's productive, something that's consistent, something that you believe in, that you know brings value to the table, is always going to be more successful, more sustainable, and usually more suitable for your community. Be real with yourself, be honest. If you want to have a business in the hopes of increasing the profile of your community, of addressing the needs of your community, to better and improve the quality of life for those that call themselves members of your community, that's very different than a for profit endeavor. And I don't say that to assume that these things are mutually exclusive, but I do say it to be honest and real with what it is that you're looking to do. I think that too often there are tendencies of predation in certain communities that really hinder the growing process for open entrepreneurial endeavors to succeed. But I digress. I have a very diverse portfolio at this point, doing several different things and finding success in different industries is exciting. Finding successes in one industry is exciting. Doing it a couple times is awe inspiring. It's unbelievable. It makes no sense. And having success outside of that, um, you can only credit God. I can't do that. That's not in my ability, but having it delivered to me certainly is. And I want to be grateful for that. I want to be thankful for that. I want to do everything I can to be a good steward of this fortune and humbly exercise appropriately, doing the things necessary to thrive. Um, so many segues I can make on that point, but in all integrity, I am so grateful for being able to live my dreams, to realize my deepest desires, and to have that done for people that I care about, people that I love, to be able to offer a little modicum of security, because a salary alone isn't security. It's so much more than that. I think that the evolution of a business owner for, as an employer of people, as somebody that creates enterprise, I do take that responsibility very seriously. I've had poor examples in my professional experience of people that maybe knew how to walk the walk, but didn't actually have the integrity of the characters that they portrayed. And that was incredibly disheartening. However, um, the world is an amazing, vast place. Meeting people that have more complex stories and maybe relationships where there's more transparency and opportunity being present, I'm able to learn of the journeys of other people, of people that maybe did it a way that was different from myself, different from the people that I call myself learning from, the people that I assume to be in my tribe. With that being noted, I only want the best. I only want to do better, see better, and ultimately be better in all things that I call myself doing. And these meetings are huge. If we continue to do them, um, the last 9 months have really shown me how they are um, different when we go about this independently. I am no longer footing the bill, and never have, never will find myself in a situation where we are unable to get off the ground because our expectations aren't being met. I would never put anyone in that predicament. With that being said, I have found strength in communities, meeting like minded people, people that are knowledgeable and informative, people that are action oriented, independent, people that are aligned with information over agenda. I think that's been very interesting, meeting a new community of people to connect to my new community of people. We are multi state, we are multi region, and I think it's time for unity. I think that that's one level of greatness that we mutually can acquire. So if you are in the Las Vegas metropolitan area, um, we need to coordinate times and places, a best day for us to share and exchange business knowledge, inside game that can enhance our businesses mutually. If not your business exclusively, I'm not afraid to delve into someone else's success, but I am in the effort of making it mutually successful. So that's what we've got going on. Our last quarter and our last quarter meeting was successful. Banquet's coming up in a couple of months. We'll be back on the go. We're shooting for February or March in Vegas. If not, calling it somewhere else in the first quarter. Um, we will see where that is. That's not a cliffhanger. That's just where we are right now in the process. Um, Fully committed to all of these things. Marketing services, obviously, at profound discounts. Um, Really working with an experienced team, especially depending on the industry. It's going to be successful for anyone that is looking to present themselves as a well rounded force. If that's something that interests you, that's why we are here. Our method is unique, one to none, and our success rate is one that we're very comfortable um, disclosing. With that being said, more addresses throughout the season. 2025 is going to be behind us very soon. If you are on the tour list for our tour agenda, definitely let's stay connected. We will be seeing each other within the next 8 or 9 weeks, um, sharing ideas, growing as a community, and truly being there to support anyone that's building from the ground up, starting at day one and making it to day 100, 1,000, 10,000, and beyond. Very proud of all the work that we've done, all of the knowledge and information that has transpired through our effort. Grateful for that, thankful for that. Um, really got a lot of shout outs to do, and I'm not trying to claim one region or endorse one more than the other. I think we've already talked about Las Vegas, New Jersey, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, uh, Miami and Washington, D.C., Indianapolis, Kansas City, New Orleans, um, Houston, Texas, obviously, Dallas, Texas, San Antonio, Austin, and emerging Denver. There's a lot on our plate. Um, it's going to take a while to get used to all these different markets and regions, but please support us in all of these regions. We have quite a diverse portfolio of clients doing lots of different things, and success is at the front of everything that we do. And it feels good to have this kind of longevity to maintain our posture for this amount of years and preparing ourselves for that next greatest level. Follow us on the WordPress. Um, Dallas Content Specialist is growing. Again, we are going to have a calendar for 26, and there's only going to be handful of opportunities. And at this point, we could be in your city. So if you are on the parade route, if you are on the tour list, interact. There's only going to be one, maybe two times in a year where we will be able to really interface, and the time's valuable. The information's valuable. Um, the investment of our time is important, and I look forward to it. So get serious. Interact on our Facebook page. That is where 99% of everything really gets its traction. We're premiering more information here on YouTube, and this is just a checking in. I'm just kind of excitedly saying hello and acknowledging that we are still moving forward. We still have exciting events. Our hand is in a lot of things. We have a trivia team in Dallas, Texas. I told you we're doing meetups in multiple cities. Um, we will be in New Orleans in December. We just tried to meet most recently in Las Vegas. We did that one quarter ago in June. We just met recently in Dallas, Texas. Um, Things could happen. I don't want to throw too many other cities in there that might not be on the trade route, but it feels good. We're growing. Um, Kansas City's next. We really only need 3 or 4 people that are going to make good on their ability to um, join us for an in-person meeting. Um, and I mean, if that's me getting Chipotle and just making sure that everybody makes it there. If we do an online invitation system and we charge $5 or $10 a head, that's just to make sure that everyone shows up. And like I said, if I have to get Chipotle, I hate bargaining, but if that's the way to do it, that's the way I'll do it. Just interact with me, engage with me. Um, let's share our passion for success and match our ideas to get there, because that's what this is all about. I have been doing this consistently since 2017. Um, I've certainly been doing it longer than that, but since about 2017, I can say that this is a uh, revenue stream for me as a space of media and broadcasting. I know that paid engagements and paid gigs, once you get enough of them, um, they're worth it. If you're just making $20 and $50 for 10 or 15 appearances a year, um, it's just enough to keep you interested if you're doing your media right, and you're getting paid somehow on a platform for spins, volume, viewership, as well as subscriptions. That YouTube um, algorithm is a very simple one. You just have to have the audience, and they have to be consistent. People that are going to watch the project where the information resonates with them, being informative, and being interesting yourself, to maintain your audience is the easiest hack of them all, because it's not a hack. It's what engages humanity, is that we find characters, we find personas, people, and we become invested in them. So be one yourself instead of watching one, and you'll always find yourself with that perspective. But inevitably, in our culture, I think that people realize it's okay to be a spectator. They literally don't have to be good at everything, and sometimes it's more enjoyable, being that spectator. So you live and you learn, you grow with the times. And as far as marketing trends for 2025, we're going to continue. We're going to have more. We'll break them down. We'll talk about them. But I just wanted to do a quick check in. I wanted to express some excitement for all the projects that we're doing, staying busy. If I haven't already mentioned, we have a trivia team that I believe is going to have to take a break until next fall, simply for a lack of bandwidth. Absolutely. Next October, to possibly January of 27, we will take a hiatus, rebuilding and rebranding our team, which is just one of many arms. The Dallas content specialist, had stopped meeting at Chipotle and have taken other meeting locations. Um, it's becoming a cool group, but as far as new membership, um, members aren't wanting to lose their possession of information. And that's essentially what we are working on. So when we have our next meeting, if information in a digital form appeals to you, it will be made available. A request will be available for you to acquire such assets. We're going to roll those out consistently, starting in 26. So we're just 2 months away from that. Lots of new and interesting things. Visit us on the Meta platform. Check out some of the new ground that we're breaking, and continue to grow with us. Read the latest blog article and subscribe to this YouTube channel.